Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry about that. Things aren't going the greatest. Been attacked by a Leviathan, been struggling to find resources, but today I will change all of that. This challenge is only going to get worse the deeper I go. Welcome back to Stranded, a series where I see if I could beat Subnautica while only being able to access the biomes near the floating island. I recommend checking out my first 2 videos on this series for all the details, but I left off with a terrible realization. I have to try to craft a titanium ingot. I need 10 titanium to craft said ingot, which is stupid hard to come by in these biomes. But I waste no time. I search far and wide for limestone chunks to break, while also nabbing bladderfish to eat to refill my oxygen a little bit. I looked around a little more and found these resources known as diamonds. They would be essential to crafting things in the future of this challenge. As I was looking for more resources, I also found the ghost Leviathan. I was finding a lot of limestone chunks around this biome called the crag fields. They had a ton of resources I needed, but I couldn't go into said biome because it wasn't one of the biomes I was able to go into. After finding a couple more chunks, I decided to call it a night and swam back home. Then I remembered that I have access to the blood kelp trench, so I went to that biome to try and find more resources. It was a lot deeper than the other biomes, and was pretty dangerous. I found these things called blood vines that produce something called blood oil. I could also use this oil in many other crafting recipes, so I took some to plant it in my farm back home. I planted the oil, then went back down to the Grand Reef to look for more titanium. I placed a beacon near where the Leviathan was so I could steer clear of that area when I needed to. But to craft a beacon, I also had to sacrifice a bit of my titanium. After a bit more looking around, I found all the titanium I needed to craft the ingot. So I did that and eventually crafted my sea moth. The sea moth, however, could only go down 200 meters, which is nowhere near the amount of depth. I think that makes sense. I needed it to go, but I parked it just above 200 meters in depth and used it as a way to quickly restore my oxygen. My next plan was to craft a modification station. This would allow me to make depth upgrades to my sea moth and upgrade my tools. As I was looking around the Grand Reef, I realized that there were very few resources now, with resources also being very sparse in the sparse reef and the blood kelp trench. To prevent the future videos just being me collecting resources, I decided to unlock the crag field biome. The crag field isn't as dangerous as the other biomes, but it is still pretty dangerous. There's a lot of good resources, but it's also filled with deadly plants and bone sharks. Seriously, these bone sharks are everywhere. So anyways, I swam around the crag field and found more limestone chunks. I crafted the modification station and got the resources I needed to craft the depth module. But you can only craft the first Seamoth depth module with the vehicle upgrade console, which must be placed in a moon pool. Both are pretty expensive, so I would have to work even harder to craft that depth module. I also upgraded my knife, by the way, so I can go cook fish with it and stuff. So yeah, this was terrible news because it took me an entire hour to do all of this. My next priority was to make that moon pool and that upgrade console, but I decided to craft these things called swim charge fins. How these worked was, while swimming in the water, if you're holding an electronic device, it would charge it, meaning I could equip my Seaglide and have an infinite battery on it. This would solve the problem of having to reuse and make new batteries. I was also running out of storage space, and I didn't have room to make new lockers. So I started doing some resource gathering to increase the size of my base and add new storage lockers. I also made a battery charger and made a bed so I could sleep through the night and not have to collect resources in the freaking dark. I constructed the moon pool I needed, and I couldn't build the moon pool out of the water, so I had to build it at the bottom of the seafloor. And shortly after, I managed to build that console and make my depth module upgrade. To make the next depth tier module, there was a problem. To craft the next thing, we need a pastille ingot. We could definitely do that. Magnetite, we could definitely do that. And a milk glass. Oh no. Let myself go to the kelp forest to get the stalker teeth needed, because you need stalker teeth for animal class. We have one biome use, one rule break. We'll have a counter of how many times I need to go to a biome that I'm not allowed to go to get a resource. Man, I wasn't expecting this. Oh, this is good. Oh god, this is not good. Juke, 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 juke. Juke it, juke it, juke it. Till it loses interest. Come on. Go this way. Oh wait, it's not. It's an AI. It's gonna. Okay, we're good.
You will have to make do with self-discipline.
No, no, come here, come here, come here, come here. No, 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 no. Dude, where are you going? Get back here. Finally, stop falling. Oh my gosh, it's still falling. Dude, you fell 350 meters down. Let's go to the Lost River. Finally. So we can grapple and we can drill. We are going pretty deep, actually. Very deep, a lot deeper than I was kind of hoping. Yes, we are in the Lost River. We finally made it to the Lost River. Okay, down here. Here we go. Welcome to the Lost River. We also do need to start working on the rocket, too. Are there any, like, titanium deposits around here, though? Titanium! Oh, yeah, just turned around.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The end of episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe, blah blah blah. The finale, probably, should come out next week, and I think it'll be amazing. Once all the episodes are finished, I'll put them all together into a little mini-movie with some extra touch-ups and more cinematic feel. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.